Joins us from Phoenix, Arizona. Rachel, first, let's talk security. A number of law enforcement agencies are working together to ensure a safe event. What's in place?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, the coordination of both federal and local authorities. You have the U.S. Border Patrol donating Black Hawk helicopters that are usually used on the border between the U.S. and Mexico. You have the TSA donating screeners, both equipment and personnel. You have the federal air marshals donating behavioral specialists to wander the crowd and decide if anybody is acting suspicious. You have 4,000 private security that have been hired. You have 3,000 members of the Phoenix police force. You have regular bomb sniffing dogs, and they've also told us that they're going to have nuclear bomb sniffing dogs. I don't know how you train a nuclear bomb sniffing dog, but I've been told they will be there on Sunday.
Probably the safest place to be on the planet tomorrow. Now, how many times are we expected to hear the word Deflategate in the lead up to the game?
You will hear it plenty if you're watching on television. Now, there's been questions, will this be a distraction, particularly for the New England Patriots? I would actually expect it to be quite the opposite. Yes, in their days leading up to the game and their preparation, I'm sure it was distracting to have to talk about this over and over. But once the tide turns to Sunday, you can bet that the New England Patriots will be using this as motivation. I've talked to some players privately who've said, yeah, we definitely are having the line of, you think we had to cheat to get here? We'll show you just how good we are. This idea that they can prove in this game where everyone agrees the conditions are fair, that they're the best team. They will have a little extra oomph and some pep in their step as they come out on the field. Will be interesting to see if that plays out through the course of the game and how big an influence it is.
Now, it's not just the game that people will tune in to watch. Probably just as important are the commercials. Do you have any favorites, any standouts?
Well, you'll have the regular soda commercials, beer commercials, chip commercials, but there's also a pretty important commercial. In fact, a couple of them that you'll see, at least the U.S. audience will. One is a 30-second PSA that the NFL is donating the time for, and that is the campaign against domestic violence, obviously a hot-button issue in the league this year. And it's a powerful ad by the No More organization talking about how you have to listen for women who might be in this situation, even if they can't come out and explain to you exactly what's happening. There's also a great ad from the brand Always, which is talking about young girls and the idea of the expression run like a girl or hit or throw like a girl. And they took young girls and asked them what it was like to run like a girl, and they just run. And then they took teenage girls and asked them what they thought it meant to run like a girl. And you see a lot of sort of this and, you know, not the kind of thing you would see in athletic competition. And they make the point that it's around puberty that girls have the image of themselves drop so drastically, and what people can do to prevent that. That is an unusual ad to run during the Super Bowl, and it's quite a statement, and hopefully we'll move the ball forward with so many people watching.
Yeah, some very important messages there, and a great game expected just ahead. Not too far to go now. Thanks so much for joining us, Rachel Nichols in Arizona.